You're up.
You ready, Paul? I'd like to call the meeting to order for August 22nd, 2023. Would you please rise for a moment of silence? Thank you. Would you please join in pledge of allegiance?
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic which stands one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Roll call.
Trustee, please.
Here.
Trustee Hunter.
Here.
Trustee Good.
Here. We have no minutes. I will make a motion to pay our expenditures. Do I have a second? Roll call?
Trustee Sheets. Trustee Hunter.
Yes.
Trustee Good.
And is Hannah on?
No, she's not.
Sergeant Holt is not here, so we'll move on to the road department. Robert?
We're still chipping away at that alley in Georgesville. We got slowed up a couple days because of the rain. Now we're to the point we're putting stone down, so if it does rain, we should be in a little better shape. And since I've got the road tore up, there's a tile that runs underneath of that alley, drains about 2/3 of the western part of Georgesville. So I'm going to go ahead and update that this time also. Yeah, hopefully we can finish up by the end of the week. The other day, the guys were mowing cemeteries. We had a mishap. One of them damaged a bronze military marker with the mower, and it damaged the mower, broke the spindle on it. So we ordered a new one. I ordered a new military marker, and it's $880. But I am going to get a hold of the family just to notify them. Other than that, we had they sprayed mosquitoes on the southern part. They did on August 16th, and they are going to be spraying the northern part tomorrow at 9 p.m. weather permitting, because they had a positive West Nile virus. So that's all I have.
Hannah's on, by the way.
Hi, Hannah. Thanks for joining us.
Hi there. Thanks for having me.
Go on to fire department.
Okay, for us, it's been pretty slow. Prairie still has our engine and medic. We're finishing up interviews and working on putting together a committee for the levy. And that's about all we have. Everything's status quo, going along pretty good. Knock on wood, that's how we like it. Nothing broken, no one injured, so we're good with that.
Okay. Move on to old business. Anybody have any new business? New business. Trustee Good, you want to go over the things that you received?
Oh, yeah. I got a call from a resident on Ocean, is that Ocean? Amachanter, about her neighbors having barking dogs. She said she called the sheriff's office and they flat out refused to come and said it's not their job. So I called dispatch after I hung up with her to see what they would say when I called. She said they were barking at that time. And they said there have been no calls about that address in the past 3 months. And the dispatcher said they wouldn't go out for that and that it should be referred to the Humane Society. The resident that called me, she's also called Big Me. And I asked him, even with our noise ordinance, you won't go out, and said no.
I was hoping our,
We could do. I know, I was hoping.
our deputy would be here, but I would say if we get another complaint, something like that, and they would told them to refuse, we need to all them or something.
And then the same residents thought about this white sulfur address and just said there's trash everywhere, dogs chained up. She's concerned about mosquitoes. here on my phone autocorrects words. Because there's, trash can lids full of water and stuff like that. I told her if she was concerned about the mosquitoes, she should call the bite line and, possibly the Board of Health. And then I already talked to Robert about the stone request that I drove.
All right. Any other new business? Okay, announcements. I received the following email. Now, the county gets credit for it, but I wanted to take this opportunity to thank Robert for staying on top of everything, anything we ask you, give you, or anybody else does. You stay on top of it in the township, whether it's township or county, and you work well with other agencies, which keeps things working smoothly. And we appreciate it. Okay, and the email was, I am not sure who to thank. It's surprising knowing by a guy on a blue tractor behind the guardrails in front of our wooded lot. And this is on Norton Road, isn't it?
I'm not sure.
I'm pretty sure it is. About 7:45 a.m. He pulled in down there by the guardrail, and I have yet to walk out to look, but from my window view, it looked like he was cutting all that back as it was done in the spring.
Down here. County
County or township, much thanks to help our view from our driveway when sitting out. Ted.
That's Jeff. Yeah.
And I know that you called the county in the spring, and
Mhm.
so you were on top of that. So thank you. We appreciate it. Any other? Follow?
I need a resolution to transfer $10,000 to the medical reimbursement. There's been some fairly large reimbursements done lately.
I have 40 as the next one.
Okay,
Is that what you have?
I think so. I don't have my book.
I'll make resolution 40 to transfer $10,000 to the medical reimbursement account. Do I have a second?
I'll second that.
Roll call?
Trustee Sheets,
Yes.
Trustee Hunter,
Yes.
Trustee Good.
Yes.
Okay, I think I forwarded to you guys the information that came in from the county auditor's office on estimated allocation of the 2024 local government fund. And then most everything I have is just the typical emails and newsletters, rural zoning, had a meeting on August 17th, and the planning commission had one scheduled for August 9th. Quite a few emails coming in from the Board of Elections, newsletter from Morpsey, some information on recycling and litter prevention from SWACO. Otarma sent out for a survey, couple emails from Wellness Coach, newsletter from, well, it's just informational from Ohio Bureau of Worker Comp, updated list on Burnham and Flowers for their contact information. SWACO has information on a grant. Another email from SWACO, they had actually wanted to know if we had information on delinquent accounts from local waste and how we handle them. And I told them, I don't get that information. I'm not sure if any of you do or not, but I said, as far as I know, local waste, if people don't pay their bill, they just cancel the service.
I think you're right.
So that was my response on it anyway. So just information update on the, and I never get this right. County's hazard mitigation plan information, legislative update from the County Township Association, news and updates from the State Township Association, more wellness coach information, more and education and events from the Ohio Township Association, more information from Board of Elections, a newsletter from Deferred Comp, Board of Zoning Appeals, had a meeting scheduled for yesterday. The mosquito and vector updates that Robert talked about, more information from Swico on grants, Bureau of Workers' Compensation, BWC Substance Use Recovery Workplace Safety Program, Ohio Township Association, I already told you that on the survey, Teledoc Forum. And while I'm thinking about it, in the bills again, but it's an old bill that, shoot, what was that one where people can call the agency? I can't, my mind's gone blank. Starts with a B. Shoot,
I
the
know,
agency,
I know what you're talking about.
you know, you can't think of it either. Anyways, but now,
Bronson Hill.
yeah, but that's an old bill. They are horrid about, like, I think that was a May bill. So I did go ahead and do a check on that, but isn't not Anthem, Aetna supposed to be doing that now? And should we keep paying them if they?
That we've never made a decision. That's the EAP service. And no decision was ever made to cancel it, right? I think we talked about it a couple times.
But isn't Aetna, I thought the discussion when we got the insurance was that Aetna would provide that for free.
I think they do, but we haven't made a decision to cancel that.
Okay.
I think you're correct because it has a little more benefits, I guess, than, I'm not really sure. I mean,
I'll follow up with Aetna and see what they have and see if I.
But if we're getting it for free and our money's already tight, why keep
Yeah, if I can
paying for
compare
it?
it and it's
I
pretty
keep
similar,
paying
then
for a
we can cancel it,
duplicate
yeah.
program.
I agree. And they
and-
send a thing every month that shows the use and it's always none.
Yeah, and I will say, you're absolutely right, because they'll send me those things and you're 3 months behind. We haven't sent anything. This first one I
Right,
did.
well, or either they'll skip a couple months
Yeah.
and then
Yeah,
whatever,
So-
but I'm just saying if our money's already tight and we can get the service for free, why pay for a duplicate service? And then especially if nobody's using it anyways. So, but I'll do the checks and then you guys can decide if you want to cancel it or not. But like I said, it just didn't make a lot of sense to keep doing it. Tech Review Committee had a meeting August 22nd. Let me see. Actually, the rural zoning meeting got canceled. Mark C newsletter, excuse me. I got some information, firefighter grant webinar from worker comp, and I had forwarded that to the chief to see if there's anything that will help out on that. More information from the Board of Elections. Some of this is difficult. It seems like I get it on 2 different emails. Okay, I think that's pretty much it. Because it's the rest of it. I think it's duplicates that came in on the other email. But so I have.
Hey,
Bronson.
does
but-
anybody have anything? Do you?
Discuss the, got notice or public notice about the roundabout coming 665, which I was told Swaco wants to get rid of that tile that goes diagonal across their property, which drains 3,200 feet west. So they want to put all that along 665. So that will be part of the project. But the word was Swaco wants that off the property because they are going to use that area for future land. So now's the time to do it. So I'm going to email my contact at ODOT, see if there's any time elements or anything in there so we can stay ahead of the game. Because of course that will affect the corner drainage wise. Great for everybody, especially for the intersection. There's issues down there. After meeting, I'll bring up something that needs to be off the record. But all's good.
All right. Anything else? I would like to move to go in executive session according to the Ohio Revised Code, section 121.22G1, for the purpose of discussing fire department personnel employment. Do I have a second?
I'll second that.
Roll call?
Trustee Sheets. Trustee Hunter.
Yes.
Trustee Good.
I believe I got the car dealership.
Yes. What you're saying
Right.
about wanting to do stuff. Okay.
Ready? I move to go in, or let me start over. Under Ohio Revised Code, section 121.22G, I move to come out of executive session. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Roll call?
Trustee Sheets.
Yes.
Trustee Hunter.
Yes.
Trustee Good.
And do we know the date on Tuesday?
So 29. 29.
I'd like to call a special meeting for Tuesday, August 29th at 7 PM for the purpose of discussing fire department personnel employments. Do I have a second?
Second that.
Roll call?
Trustee Sheets. Trustee Hunter.
Yes.
Trustee Good.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
Roll call?
Trustee Sheets. Trustee Hunter.
Yes.
Trustee Good. But yeah, I've had the, this, it was some.
Because I didn't.
She was talking about. To get permission for the.